Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, so we're gonna do a serious video here. My last video, people are taking it the wrong way. They're not understanding what I'm saying. And I don't even think they watched the entire... I don't even think they really paid attention to the video itself, because they're going about what I'm saying the wrong way. Now, check this out, okay? I'm on a warden. Yes, I'm on some warden filth, okay? You can go ahead and fuck with me. I told you guys that this happens a lot only with wardens, and this is why it aggravates me. This happens a lot with wardens because of a passive they have, and like it's really bullshit. Okay, every time I go up against this man, it's crazy. Increases the chance of applying chilled to enemies with Winter's Embrace abilities by 200%. Fucking permafrost, I swear to God, this is fucking stupid inside Wall of Elements, dude. Again, I have not ran into a warden since this has been updated, so I have yet to see if it is still happening. Now, we are going to go ahead and tell you guys what status effects are and what debuffs are. But first, let's go to the destruction staff, okay? Where's it at? Right here. Alright, check this out. Blockade of Fire deals additional damage to burning enemies. Blockade of Frost reduces enemy movement speed and immobilizes chilled enemies. Blockade of Storms sets concussed enemies off balance. Okay, now we are going to go to my Nord passives. Alright, when this is maxed out, it increases my max health by 9%, and I gain 2079 cold resistance. And now it says gain immunity to the chilled status effect. Okay, the 2079 cold resistance, what that means is that cold damage will hit me not as hard as everybody else in the game. Same way how you have disease resistance, in-cap strike will not hit you as hard as people who do not have disease resistance. Now, what is a status effect? Let's go to this right here. Alright, so the chilled status effect, I was under the impression that it still did the 40% movement speed snare, which they changed that when they emphasized disease damage dealing Defile. Now, what is burning? Burning is flame damage over time for 4 seconds and ticks every 2 seconds. What is chilled? Chilled applies minor maim, reducing target's damage done by 15%. What is concussion? Concussion applies minor vulnerability, increasing damage taken by 8% for 4 seconds. What that does, those are debuffs. Those are called debuffs. They are not called status effects. Concussed, chilled, and burning, those are the status effects. Now let's get into technical terms here, okay? If it says, I'm reading this off of Outcast's website too, FYI. Where is this at right here? I think scroll right here. Okay, I'm reading this off of Outcast's website. Chilled, concussion, burning cannot be procced against shielded enemies, and certain races also immune to status effects. So, let's go ahead and go over this. Burning. I think it's the Dark Elf that has fire resistance. I don't know anybody. I don't know what the Dark Elf passive is. So if you have resistance like I do, where you have fire resistance and then you gain immunity to the burning status effect, then when you are inside Wall of Element, that means you don't get burning. That means that status effect is not placed on you. So if you are inside Wall of Elements, that means you should not take additional damage from the burning status effect, because you are immune to it. It cannot be procced on you. It cannot be procced on shielded enemies and races immune to status effects. Now, chilled. Chilled puts minor maim on you. My freaking passive says that gain immunity to the chilled status effect. Now, minor maim is a debuff, not a status effect. Chilled is the status effect. I'm immune to getting chilled. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something on these load screens. If you pay attention to them, it says if a target is immune to something, to use a different skill. So, if you are immune to the chilled status effect, that means I should not get chilled. Chilled should not proc on me, and therefore I should not get immobilized inside Wall of Elements. Concussed. I don't know if any race has any blah 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 to concussed, but concussed. If you are immune to the concussed status effect, you're not immune to the minor vulnerability debuff. If you were immune to minor vulnerability and minor maim and this, that, and the third, then fear wouldn't do anything, shade wouldn't do anything, anything that puts maim on you and frickin' this, that, and third on you wouldn't do anything, okay? That is not what a status effect is. That is a debuff. Concussed. If it says you are immune to concussed, that means you do not take the minor vulnerability from concussed. Concussed does not proc on you because you are immune to it. Therefore, you should not get set off balance inside Wall of Elements. That is what this whole video is about. Is burning, chilled, and concussed get a bonus with Wall of Elements. I don't know any other skill in this game that gives a bonus to defiling somebody, or putting the disease status effect on somebody, which is defile, and defile is a debuff. The poison dot is weird, it just puts a dot on you, so I don't even know what to call that. But yeah, I don't know any skill that gives an additional bonus to when you proc the disease status effect and the poison status effect on somebody. I don't know any skill that does that. If they do, please let me know in the comments. Alright guys, and that's pretty much it. I just had to put some emphasis on my last video, because the way it looks like is that people took it as if I thought that the chilled status effect immobilized you, and like I'm not that stupid. I'm clueless about a lot of shit in this game, man, but I'm not that fucking clueless. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Who's over here? I wanna fight you. This dude. That's fucking awesome.